Hello everybody and welcome to the Family Workout today with me, Stefan. I hope you're well and ready to follow me through this workout at home. Now, if you haven't seen the family workouts before today, they are fun, high energy workouts. They are designed for anyone in the family to take part in and have a go with. But if there are any exercises that you find at any point that are a little bit too much for you, a little bit too demanding or challenging for you, you can of course put in your own exercises instead. Some examples of things you might do might be squats. Okay, you might go with a simple squat or with a light jumping jack. You might throw in some punches. You can even take a pause if you need to and just jump back in with us when the exercise changes. We want you to enjoy these workouts, get the most out of them, but of course work safely and effectively. The workout today is going to go like this. We've got 4 minutes for our warm up and 4 minutes for our cool down. And right in the middle is the workout itself, and it's split into 3 rounds of work. Each round is split into 3 1-minute working intervals with a 30-second of recovery between each minute. And today, all of those 1-minute working intervals are split into 2 30-second exercises. If you are ready, I am ready. We'll get this workout underway. Here we go. Listen for that time at the start. We're going to go with our big rainbow move up and overhead. A nice big sweeping move with the hands and turning the hips, turning the feet. Notice how I'm rotating on the balls of the toes, so I'm moving from foot to foot, side to side. Okay, nice big movements to get the body warmed up and ready for the exercises to come. From here, we're going to go hands on hips. We're going to go with some hip circles. Again, a nice big movement, getting ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, spine, all working as we warm up. 1 or 2 more, and then back in the other direction from there. That's it. So we want to get the body ready for the exercises. Nothing too fast paced, nothing too aggressive too early on, but getting the muscles, ligaments, joints, everything prepared, ready for the workout. From here, we're going to go wide with our feet. One hand reaching across to the toes of the opposite foot. That's it. Each side, maybe sinking a little bit more into that movement with every rep as you get a little bit warmer. But again, keeping that pace comfortable. That's it. Twisting across, getting that stretch on the straight leg, on that back leg. Twisting the body, moving the arms and the shoulders through as well. Perfect. All right, from here we're going to stand tall. We're just going to go into a squat, nice and easy. Okay, sit the weight back into those heels. As the hips go back, the body goes forward. You can reach out the hands as well to give that extra balance. And make sure you've got room where you're working out to reach in this way. If you're working out with other people, you're not going to push them over or knock into them. Sitting the hips back, standing tall. Excellent. From here, we're going to go into an open the gate, all on one side for about 5 repetitions. Up and around. We've got 2 more. It's fine to take that step and get that balance as well onto the other side. Just like you were stepping, ready to kick a football perhaps. Nice big movement. 1 more, using the arms just to make that balance. All right, stepping forward, taking a little bit of room in front, into an alternating lunge. Now, only as far as is comfortable with that step, but you can then reach those arms out as well to test that balance. Again, if you've got space, you can reach over to the sides to test that balance a little bit more with each move. 1 more on each side, reaching across, reaching out in front perhaps. That's it, nice stretch there, perfect. Walking the hands down the body to the floor. All right. Okay, with this we're going to widen the stance and we're going to go reaching up into our T-rotation. We're going to hold that position at the top for just a moment and then we're going to come back down again. Same on the other side, reaching up, hold that position and then come back down. A couple more, 1 more on each side and around we go 1 more time. That's it, nice, opening up through the body. Okay, this time we're going to bring 1 foot forward and we're going to hold that position there. Okay, and then step back, and then we're going to step forward on the other foot. Try and get that foot flat to the floor. We're just going to hold that position, feel that stretch through the hip on that front leg. How are we doing? Okay, 30 seconds left to go. 1 more, and then pushing the hands back towards the feet, and then coming up nice and tall. We're going to get the pulse rate up a little bit, we're going to get the heart rate up a little bit. So we're just going to go on the spot with a light, gentle jog. Okay, so our first minute of work coming up, and we have press-ups and core twists. So the press-up is either from the knees or from the toes. And I like to turn my hands out to give me a stronger position for my shoulder. All right, we're gonna go into that first one. Okay, core chops. I'll demonstrate in just a moment. Again, from the knees, if you need to. You can always come down to the knees and then pop back up to the toes if you're able to work from the toes, but nothing wrong with working from that kneeling position. Still challenging to work from those knees. All right, 7 seconds. Okay, a couple more, and then onto the feet. Planting the feet firm, hands together, and we're gonna chop across the body. Holding those hips just as steady as you can, and twisting, really working the stomach muscles as we go. Now, working until we hear that buzzer go. 30 seconds for each of these exercises today. Arms out at full length. Really dig into that twist. Okay, must be only a few more seconds to go. There we go. We're going now for uppercuts and speed skaters. 30 seconds recovery. Uppercuts, we're going to plant those feet firm once again, and we're going to punch forwards and upwards. Again, really twist the body to get the movement from the core as well as those arms and shoulders. Speed skaters, we're going to move across from side to side. Now, if you haven't got as much room, that's it. You don't need too much room, but you can go faster. If you have got a bit more space, then okay, go with that space. For now, punches upwards. Again, careful with those hands flying. You don't want to catch anybody else. And punching just a little bit across the body to really feel those midsection muscles twist. Draw that navel in and work those shoulders. I'm pulling back as well as driving up with my arms. Okay, 2, 1, ready to change. Speed skaters going across from foot to foot. And you can hear as I'm tapping the floor, I'm using a little bit of balance from that second foot, that step. Okay, there we go. Use those arms as well from side to side as quick as you can. Nice and balanced, pushing the heel into the floor to drive across. Whew. Definitely getting the heart rate up with that one. We've got 1 more minute left. We've got low pulsing squats and we've got plank with a hip shift. So low pulsing squats, we're going to hold that low position and just go bobbing up and down with that squat. Now from the elbows, what we're going to do is shift the hips from side to side. Knees if you need to, pause if you need to. But right now, here we've got that low pulsing squat. So hand position, whether that's fingers to the shoulders or whether that's hands out in front, that's your call. You can even have those hands on the knees if you need. That's 30 seconds of this. This is a tough one for those thighs. 10 seconds to go. If you need to pause or come up tall, you can. But get that low position locked in if you can. All right, it is time to change now. So plank and shift those hips. Let's go narrow with the stance to make that more challenging. Wider with the stance to make it just a little bit easier if you need to. Side to side. Forearms, wrists, elbows on the floor. Up on those toes. Pause when you need. And we've got 5 seconds left. Rocking those hips from side to side. Wowee, well done. Feeling those legs after those squats. All right, so we have 45 seconds before we go into our second round. So we have a groiner step and downward dog to toe touch. So the groiner step, I'll do this angle so you can see. I'm going to step forward with one foot, a little bit like a warm up. Now, if you want to go with that switch, then you can make it fast paced. And then down dog, we're going to push and then touch the toes. Push those hips up, push the floor away, and touch the toes on the opposite side of the body. 5 seconds. All right. So we have grinder step to begin this second round. Now try and get those feet flat to the floor. Again, it's fine if you're doing this with a step rather than the quick switch of the feet. 10 seconds more. Weight on the palms. And testing that range of movement at the hips. Okay, from here, I'm going to push up and touch the toes. On the opposite side, working the core, working the shoulders. 15 seconds to go. That's it, up and 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Whew. First minute done. Second one we have. Okay, low held punches and then plank side step outs. Okay, the low held punches are going to be, you can't be memorizing. We're going to hold that low position and punch out, twisting from the core. And then the plank step out. We're going to step, 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 step. Again, from the knees if you need to. Here we go. All right, fast pace. Just 30 seconds rest between each minute. It doesn't go far. Holding that low position. If it needs to be a bit higher, that's okay. And that twist. Twist from the waist as we push those arms out. Keep that pace up. And again, make sure you've got room. Okay, and here we go. Change to our plank. Step, 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 step. And across the other side. So one hand, then the other. Back to the middle, and then out again on that other side. Up on the toes. But you can go for the knees with this one if you need to. Once again, less than 10 seconds to go. That's it, pushing across. Really pushing from left to right. Whew. All right, nice work. That is minute 2 of round 2 done. We have now mountain climbers and crunches to toe touch. Mountain climbers are going to be on the hands with one foot forward and one foot back. And we're going to switch those feet. We're going to need the mat for our crunch into our toe touch. And that's going to be lifting the body off of the floor. Mountain climbers next. So weight on those palms and light on the toes. Keeping the body moving if you can. Working that pace and again working those core muscles. But anytime you need to pause, then go right ahead and knees to the floor. Okay, time to switch and crunch. Now I'm going to cross my feet over at the ankles as I lift, reaching those fingertips up towards the toes. Really pull the belly button in and downwards to the floor, reaching up for each crunch. All right, whew. 1. Oh no, we have a little bit longer. That was our last minute of this second round. So we have a little bit longer to recover. Little sips of water if you're taking on a little bit of a drink. So we have front kicks. Front kicks to the left and then front kicks to the right for 30 seconds. That's lift of the knee and kick all on the one side for 30 seconds. You're going to really feel that leg that's holding you up as well as the leg that's kicking. And then on the other side, you can get a bit of momentum with that step as you go. Here we go. Now, you can use the arms as well. Lifting that knee, working that balance, lifting that knee, and then driving that kick up, flick. That's it. Again, working that standing leg as much as you are that kicking leg. up and forwards with that kick. 3, 2, 1, and switch, up. So you can see my arm on the same side is coming back as the leg comes up. So I'm using that upper body as well as that lower body. Lift that knee and kick out until we hear that buzzer go. Tougher than it looks. Lift and kick. Whew. All right, minute 1 done. We've just got 2 more minutes to go. Okay, we have jumping jacks and then oblique crunch. Jumping jack, which we know and love, and then that oblique crunch is from lying down and fingers to temples and coming across with that twist and with that crunch. Jumping jacks to start though. Here we go, are you ready? Just 2 more minutes of work. And here we go. Arms up as the feet go out. And then drive those arms back. If you want to work those shoulders a little bit more, drive up and drive down, as well as working that pace. Here we go. Okay, 3 seconds. 2, 1, and onto the mat. From here, twist. I'm going to try and get my elbows across the body and my shoulders up off of the floor as I go. Once again, anytime you need to pause, just rest and then come back to it when you can. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Whew. We have just got 1 more minute left to go. So we have switch of squats and reverse lunge. Bit about the cardio and the legs with this last minute of work. So here we go. Switch squat. We're going to go feet together and down, and then switch the hand each time. Now, if you need to make this without the impact, that is fine. Reverse lunge. We're going to go alternating sides with that step back. So if you can, add in the hop. If not, then just go with that switch of the hands. On the toes, then down to those heels. Reach the floor each time. That's it. Pace and range of movement. And 4 seconds more. Can we get 2 more? There we go. And then reverse lunge. Step, step. The front leg is holding my weight, is doing all of the work. From the side you can see, I'm going to keep that weight on that front leg. Stand tall, control on the way down, stand tall. Arms doing the opposite motion. So the opposite foot on opposite hand, come forward each rep. And there we have it. Woo! All right, fantastic work, well done indeed. If you've worked through this entire workout and given everything you have, you've just gone through a very tough workout. Well done indeed, give yourself that high five. We're going to get into our cool down in just a moment or two. But first, keep the body moving, stay on your feet. You can shake out the arms and shake out the legs. Breathe. So this cool down is going to be about bringing that heart rate and the breathing down nice and slowly. Starting off with hip circles. So again, just like our warm-up movements, these movements are designed for big movements to begin with, big movements that include the whole body, but nice and slow. And then other way around, changing direction, keeping my feet flat to the floor, getting that mobility in the ankles, in the knees, the hips, and then the upper body as well. About 5 or 6 in each direction. We're going to switch now, feet flat to the floor. We're going to reach up and then reach down with one hand up and one hand down. We're reaching up and then reaching. If you can, to the knee, below the knee perhaps, the more you side bend the body, the more you're going to feel that stretch right the way down the side, from the hips up to the shoulder. Just keeping that movement nice and slow, but nice and constant. That's it, looking up to the hand as we side bend. Very, very good. All right, widening the stance now. Again, a little bit like our warm-up. This time we're going to go hands on the thighs, and we're going to sit the hips backwards as well as over to the side. You're going to feel that stretch in the straight leg, up and over. So again, I'm sitting back as well as to the side. And we're going to go up and over a few more times, switching from side to side. Again, keeping that movement throughout these stretches. Up and over. Very, very good. Going to keep the same foot position for this next bit. I'm going to sit the hips back and bring those hands forwards. Now, if you can get to the floor, that's fine. If not, just as low as you can go. This is going to be a little bit more for the hamstrings, for the backs of the thighs. I'm going to reach my hands to one side, keeping those legs as straight as possible. Going to feel that stretch more on the leg that I'm reaching towards. And then back to the middle. And then over to the other side to again feel that stretch a bit more on the back of the leg that I'm reaching towards. All right, bring those hands back to the middle, and nice and slowly we're going to come up again. From here, I'm going to take a step forward now, coming down, placing the knee on the floor, just going to sit the hips forwards a little bit, pull the core in, pull that belly button in tight. You're going to feel that stretch on the front of the thigh. Okay, I'm going to come back, stand, I'm going to switch it to the side, take a step, okay, come down nice and slow, rest that knee on the floor, pull the navel in as I sit the hips forwards, feeling that stretch on the front of the hip, on the back leg. Good. From here, I'm going to shift my weight back, come up to standing again. All right, we've got 30 seconds to go. From here, I'm going to walk my hands out. I'm going to stretch for the hip again. Forwards with that foot, flat to the floor. And we're going to hold that position. Maybe take that knee just out a little bit to the side, just as much as is comfortable. And then switch. Bring that knee out to the side again, the foot flat to the floor. And just out to the side a little bit. Back with those feet, walking the hands back. Once more, we're going to linger in this stretch for the hamstrings and for the back. And finally, activity completed. We're going to uncurl the body. Head and shoulders the last to come up. And as we do so, roll those shoulders around. That feels good to finish with. All right, once again, a big round of applause for you. Give yourself that high five if you've given it your all through this entire workout. What a workout that was. I will see you guys again very soon for another family workout. In the meantime, take care.